Yes, Dove. So I went to EE, a phone company here in the UK, for those of you who aren't aware, to get a phone taken out on a plan. First time in my life to, first time. As a matter of fact, I'm using it right now to record. It's the S25 Plus. I think it is starting to grow on me a little bit. Yeah, I think it's starting to grow on me a little bit. So anyway, whilst I was at EE, what do they call them? The aide. He was in the process of transferring my information from my older phone to this new phone. But for some reason, it was taking a while and it kept restarting. Afterwards, he realized that it was my older phone that was giving the issue. I think some storage thing or something like that. We got it sorted out. So by this time, I'm feeling hungry. So I said, guess what? Plus the place was quite full. And I was there for a while. I needed a break from it. So I said, you know what? Let me just go cross by Wendy's, grab something to eat. Me can have something to eat. My son can pinch on something too, and then, just take a breather and I head back. So whilst we were in Wendy's, I saw a mom came in with two children. One, a baby in a stroller, and the other, her daughter was about 5 or 6 years old. Right, so anyway, her daughter wanted to use the bathroom. How I know? Because both of them walked across me, and I noticed the mom stopped and the daughter continued on her own to the bathroom line, to the bathroom queue. There was a queue there. So from where I was sitting, I could see two men. I could see one man completely. The other one, I could see probably his portrait. Is that what you would call it? From his head to about his shoulders, I could see it. Apart from that, the bathroom is gender neutral. So men and women, they use the same bathroom. And I really turned my head and looked at her daughter, looked at her again, looked at her daughter. So then I positioned myself properly so that I could see the little girl, because she even left from behind the men and she was trying to find her way in between them, and at this point I can't see her. I got so uncomfortable. Doves, it is so bad that there are so many innocent people in this world, and just because of what our children have to endure, our minds are all over the place. Maybe, if anything should happen, those two men would be the two men to save that little girl's life, Maybe if they were to see her lost on the road on lonely night, those two men could be the men that would actually protect her, But because we don't know them and because they have a tool that can damage, you understand? So I kind of freaked out. Tell me if I was wrong. I kind of freaked out and I said to her, I'm sorry, but she's your daughter. Don't you think she is too young to go and use the bathroom on her own? So I said to her, why don't you go with her? She said, no, she's okay. You could tell that English wasn't her first language. You know what? She was speaking kind of like she was annoyed with me. I didn't take it personally. It could have been just how they come across culturally, because even us Jamaicans and some Africans, when people hear us speaking sometimes, they think we're being aggressive when we're really just a joke on with each other, So it could have been that. Could have been that she was feeling overwhelmed. She had a daughter, she had a baby, anything could have happened. She could have had a bad day. I didn't take it personally. So I said to her, would you mind if I went and... So I said to her, would you mind if I stood there where you could see me, just to see that she's okay? She said, no, she's okay. And she left her to use the bathroom on her own, and within me I felt like I let the little girl down. Because I'm saying, but what if something had happened? Even though her mother is there, I would blame myself, because I'm saying, yes, her mother, but I'm also an adult who know better. Her mother could have been having a breakdown for all I know. But then at the same time, I didn't want to pass my place, When the little girl returned, there was such a sigh of relief from me. But I noticed just how she was speaking to her the whole time. The mom, just the tone that she was speaking to the little girl in. And it's not that I want to judge her, and as I say, it could be culturally, that's just how they talk. Or she could be just really having a terrible day or terrible week, and I don't really want to judge it. I don't really want to judge it, but I felt so bad for the little girl, and when I left, I felt so guilty because I thought to myself, maybe I should have done more. Doves, what are your thoughts? How far is too far to go when the child isn't yours and your parents are right there? What would you do?